Yo, what's going on, everyone? Cliff Jumper 1984, Red Rocks, your favorite Autobot, all day long and all day strong, like always drinking that natty ice. Today, we're doing a quick NES controller review on the Quickshot model QS-157. If you didn't see right there, it's for professional players. I think I'm a professional player, maybe not. I guess that's anyone's opinion right there. I got this for Christmas. My wife got this for me, and I only finally got to sit down with it for like the past 2 weekends and played a couple games with it, as you can see from some of the snapshots before the intro. And it's not a bad controller for the price used. I think it was like $8 or $9 or something like that, and it just fits so much better in your hands than a regular NES controller. Of course, and it's got upgraded and it's got your slow motion on and off. And I just never been a fan of that. I don't know where it's ever come in handy for me. I actually grew up the aftermarket controller after the regular NES controller was that NES Advantage. I have one sitting around here. I actually didn't pop it out for this video. But this thing just fits so much nice, and it's built so sturdy for a third-party controller. And you can have zero turbo. You can switch it to turbo 1 and turbo 2. Playing in Gunsmoke with turbo 2, I was just lighting it up, just barreling people down, shooting fast. It just worked so perfect, like you didn't miss a shot. It was great. Operation Wolf, it was hit or miss with the regular gun. I switched it to Turbo Fire 1. It was a little bit better than that. Xevious, it did real good on Turbo Fire 2. It's just I played with a whole bunch of different games, and when it came to like Gradius, whatever you want to call it, I call it Gradius. Turbo Fire 2 did not play as well. Turbo Fire 1 worked a little bit better, but actually not as well as using a regular standard NES controller, I thought, in my opinion. This is a better controller overall than, say, the NES Max. I'm actually not a fan of the NES Max. I mean, the ears right here where it sits in your hand is fine. It just feels like it's a little too small. The turbo buttons are fine the way they are, but mostly for me that kills it is the directional pad. It just doesn't seem like it responds it well because of the movement it takes to hit it. As to this one, this is okay. That's probably like my biggest complaint of this is you have to press a little bit more than even your standard NES pad to get a result from the movement. It's nice that it does have the catty corners, like the corners in it and that, where this is the your standard 4-point, which is more of an 8-point. I can understand that, but and like if I had any little complaint is I don't know if you're going to hear that. It's actually the squeakiness of the directional pad. It just sometimes when you're really hardcore because you have to press a little extra hard on this, it just makes that squeaky noise. Overall, it's not a bad controller, and I definitely do recommend it. It's something that I wish I had a second one. You playing two-player games, somebody else should have one too. So what are your thoughts about this? Do you have this Quickshot controller? And they actually make quite a few different controllers, which I have a few. Maybe I might get to reviewing some of them. I have, what, 4 right now, this being one. I've got an arcade stick like the NES Advantage that has suction cups. It's the next one I'd like to tackle. So yeah, you ever play this one? Throw a comment below, slap a like in this video. If you're not subscribed, until next time, like always, hey, drink one with me.